Once you get into a school, you have until, in the US, you have until May 1st to select or reject its offer of admission. So, suppose you get into a school early action and you really like it, but you've also applied to more schools in the regular decision cycle. And if you've gotten into, suppose, like 5 schools and you have to choose one, you have until May 1st to do that. So before May 1st, you have to enroll at one of the schools by paying a deposit, which is usually about $200 to $300. So you pay that deposit and accept the school's offer of admission. So once you do that, and you can request for the I-20 form from that school, and you can start your visa procedures for that one school. You can also reject the other school's offers of admission by going to their website or their applicant portal, which they will link you to, and saying that no, I do not wish to enroll here, I will be enrolling at XYZ University. It's polite if you reject them like that. Some people choose not to reject it, but just like let it be and until the deadline lapses. So that's fine too. It's up to you. But the deadline to enroll at a particular place is May 1st for most schools. So.
Yeah. So one advantage of applying to a UK university is you graduate in 3 years. Disadvantage is you have just one course and you cannot switch courses. Another difference between a US and a UK university would be terms of admission. A US university gives you admission and that's the end of it. You can go to that university. While a UK university typically gives you a conditional offer. That means it has accepted you, but there are some conditions you have to fulfill until you reach the university. For me, it was, since I mentioned in the interview that I was preparing for IIT-JEE, they kept a condition saying you have to get a rank better than 2000 in IIT-JEE. There was another condition that you have to take IELTS exam and score a minimum of 7 on it. So IELTS is IELTS, which is again an English-based test, something similar to TOEFL. So you have sections like speaking, reading, speaking, listening, and comprehension. Cambridge University until now normally did not prefer HSC students. I sent them my resume, made them a request. They said we could consider your application, and after the interview, yes, I was accepted, so you can definitely try. The advantage of being at a PACE Junior Science College would be it'll save you a lot of time in terms of attending a college and not required. So a good school would require good, the reputed colleges in Mumbai would require to attend at least 75% of classes. While in PACE, you can actually focus on your studies. It'll be very convenient to apply for universities abroad, manage your IIT-JEE studies and your school studies because you have the kind of flexibility here. The teachers at PACE are very cooperative and they gave us letters of recommendation. They helped us in the application, helped us with research projects.
For me, I applied to the US and that was like my only option. So I applied to different schools there and I knew for sure that I would be going to the US to study. I did not write the joint entrance exam, the JEE. I did not write CET, IIIE, all that stuff. I found it pretty difficult to balance both the application process as well as preparing for these competitive exams in India. What I would say is that for most people, it does get really difficult if you want to focus on getting into the top dream schools to balance both. There are obviously exceptions like Akanksha, Sarda, and even Tanvi. But I mean, for most people, I guess it can get pretty difficult. So, I mean, if you have your heart set on a school like Stanford or MIT, it's not the easiest to get in there because you have all these 5 to satisfy. It's not that if you just get a good SAT score, you're in. So you'll need to really dedicate time and effort to this whole process, understanding the process even more, and really pursuing it with a passion to make sure that you do get into these schools. I hope this DVD has helped you understand the process better and maybe inspired you to really go abroad or just find whatever you love and do whatever you love. So these are some useful websites that you could refer to in the application process. College Confidential is a website which is like a forum where you can discuss with other applicants and other students who are studying in these universities. You can like check out their stats, ask questions about life at those universities, etc. There's also a forum for Indian students and stuff, so you could always check that out. Confessions is a Stanford 2016 blog. What that means is that some classmates of mine who got in with me for the class of 2016 started a blog where they could post about their own application experiences and what they think it takes to get in. So to basically answer questions. So it's basically to answer things that they wish they knew a year ago. So I think it will be a really useful resource for you to check out. There are a lot of interesting articles on there that you could read. College Board and ETS are the websites for finding out more information about the SATs, the APs, the TOEFL, all that stuff, competitive exams basically. And if you want to check out rankings of schools, for the US schools, the most trusted rankings and the most followed rankings are probably US News and World Report. And for international schools, including the US, it's RU. I have to emphasize though that rankings are not the ultimate be all and end all. It depends more on your personal fit with the university. There's not any great huge difference between rank 1 and rank 3 or anything like that. So you should really not follow these too strictly and make sure this is your Bible, but it's a good reference, I guess, to have so that you will know what schools you want to apply to.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I would agree completely, and I would just like to add that you could use these two just to the names of the colleges. Then you could look at, say, the top 50 colleges or whatever, and then look at the website of each college, and then decide your dream, ideal, and safe colleges. And as he said, the rankings actually do not matter that much for undergraduates.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.